It's hot wet soup!
Welcome back to a very, very belated Hot Wet Soup. We would like to apologize now before we even start at all for how long it has been between episodes. We'll get into why that was in a minute. But before we do that, I am one of your three hosts, Zaptai.
I'm Elvis the Alien. I had to say before you came in.
And I'm Bionic Pig.
Fucking jumping on it. So, as some of you know, if you follow us on Twitter or outside of just YouTube, you may be aware of why there's been such a gap. We have been trying to get Leafy is Here on the show, and we actually got him on, and then my computer decided it wanted to crash while I was saving my audio, and then deleted it when I tried to recover it. Yeah. So we lost that completely, and we haven't actually found another time for him, so he's not on this one, even though I said he would be. My bad.
And even before we got the episode with him, it took forever to find time because the kid he does not sleep, and when he sleeps, he sleeps for a long time and during the day. So
his schedule,
his sleep cycle was fucked, and then your work schedule is fucked, and not trying to make we're not going to make excuses the whole podcast, but it did seem worth explaining why we've just been gone. We're not dead. We're not even super busy, other than smooth segue, Mr. Pig here, because Mr. Pig is now officially Papa Pig, for those of you who don't know.
Officially.
He has had a wee boy.
Yeah, and he is...
Gush about your son to us.
Okay.
People love that shit.
Honestly, like, I don't ever find... Like, I do find those rare babies that are cute and stuff like that, but a lot of times they're not that cute when they're like, you know, just like newborn babies. But goddamn, he is a magazine baby. He is like the cutest baby you will ever see. Like, I could probably send you a picture to put up, because he is a really cute baby. But the whole the whole process was a little bit jarring because I don't know if you guys know what a C-section is.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, what happened? I mean, I guess I could go ahead and tell the whole story. We get there at 2 a.m. It was literally. Oh yeah, another thing is when we started recording the last podcast, that one that got fucked up. The moment we started, my wife comes in, she's like, "Hey, I think my water broke, but I'm not sure." And then I told the guys, "Okay, guys, if I walk out, then it probably is because of that." And they're like, "Oh, it's no problem." But yeah, she's like, "I'm not really sure, but I think." And so I was like, "Okay." And then right after we were done, I went ahead and took her to the hospital just to make sure. And they did all these tests. It took like 2 hours to figure it out. I don't know why, but they figured out her water broke. And then we stayed 24 hours, barely sleeping. And the whole epidural, because we got the epidural, I almost passed out during it. Not because I saw the needle go in, but because I heard the needle go in.
Oh, God.
It was just, it sounded just, it was bad. It was just, it made me so nauseous. But anyway, she pushed for about 6 hours straight. Well, it was 3 hours. They stopped and they let her have a break because she wasn't getting anywhere, and they thought it was because her epidural was making her so numb she couldn't feel the push. So they turned off her epidural just to lower it, and then they turned it back on, but it was too late to where she's feeling a crap load of pain. Then she started pushing for another 3 hours with the pain.
Jesus fucking
And
Christ.
Then they're like, because at the hospital, they're very pro, we don't want to do a C-section. We want to get this baby out the natural way.
Sure.
And then she told us that she really tried, but she told us that he was facing a weird way to where he wasn't progressing anywhere. So he got to a point, but then he stopped. And then we had to do the C-section, which was scary as shit because, I mean, me and my wife were on, like 50 hours, no sleep. And she was been pushing for 6 hours, and then they had to do a C-section on her. But I passed out during the C-section.
I was about to ask. I was going to say, if you didn't make it through the epidural, with all due respect, I doubt you made it through the C-section.
No, the funny thing is the whole entire C-section, I was golden. I was fine. I mean, I was shaking a bit because I was dehydrated. I didn't have much food, and I was tired as shit.
Did you see it happen? You were like, what? Were you watching that shit?
No.
Oh my God.
What happens is they put a sheet up right around her neck, like
Yeah.
a big sheet. So I walk behind there, and it's just right next to her head.
Yeah.
But they do the whole C-section, and I get to hold Ezra for the first time, which is, and honestly, hearing your son cry for the first time was just like the coolest thing ever. It's
that's crazy.
It made me tear up. But
Yeah.
oh, I got to hold him for a while. I got to hold him up to Amy's face and stuff, and then they dropped the sheet without letting me know.
Oh God.
They didn't say, "Oh, well, heads up, guys, we're dropping the sheet." But my wife, she was like sewn up and stuff. She's all right. But the doctor, she was just covered in blood. And
my God.
and she was like taking off the front of her like thingy.
Like a murder
and
scene.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. And it was so weird because they were all just like talking about what they're gonna do tomorrow and how their kids are doing. And there's just the doctor with just blood all over her. Looked like it was out of a horror movie. And then I just told him, I was like, someone grab the baby. I'm going. And they grabbed him and I was out, and then they pulled me out on a stretcher.
You painted that like an exquisite portrait.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, it was. I'm gonna keep that in my photographic memory because it was definitely a situation. It was a scene.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I just can't believe they didn't warn you at all. They're just like, yep, just here you go.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Because I was terrified because I thought they weren't done sewing her up, but they were.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh, I'm okay. And then I look up and see the doctor with blood all over her. It's God. Oh God.
Oh
Yeah.
I just could not imagine doing that job because everyone in there. I mean, I know it's kind of like they're doing it to calm everyone else, but everyone in there was just talking about their days. It's like, oh, so how's your son doing? Oh yeah, he's about to go to this
used
college.
to that shit by now.
Yeah.
Though. Like they do that so often that it's just like second nature. You know, they don't really. I mean, it's weird to us, obviously, but to people in that occupation, it's just something that they're used to.
Oh yeah, and it was funny because a person that was a student or an intern there, she came to see the epidural, and she had to walk out too. And she was gonna be a nurse, and she was gonna do the epidural stuff, and she had to walk out too.
I think that's why they generally do that, though. It's just to try to like. It's the same thing with if you're gonna be a coroner. There's like I think they have some. I can't remember this exactly because I dated a girl whose dad was a cop. And he was gonna like have her brother go into the police force or something, and they have apparently like there's some kind of gore test. I don't know if this is a universal thing, but they actually have pictures of like really graphic crime scenes and shit that you might be seeing if you're in that line of work as a sort of test for it. And for something like that, where you have to physically be involved with it, it kind of makes sense that they would want you to be on scene and get a little bit of a view for it yourself.
Yeah, I get that.
I guess that's why they do it, is so if they get sent into the epidural for the first time and they've learned how to do it, but they haven't like seen it, they don't pass out while they're actually doing it on somebody.
And the nurse actually told me, like the actual registered nurse told me, the first time she ever did a major surgery, she said she threw up and passed out. And she said now it's just like I could do anything really and just not like think about it. I think you just have to get through that point, just where you're used to it, really.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But kind of talking about this as well, this is something I wanted to touch on just because I made a Snapchat recently and I've been talking to fans a little bit more through it. Fans, I hate that word. I guess subscribers more through it. And I thought it was an interesting idea because someone asked me, I can't remember who, but somebody asked me, how does it feel thinking or knowing that people like you personally that don't know you? And that was kind of a concept I hadn't thought of prior to being asked that. And I kind of wanted to present it to you guys as well, because, I mean, if it was just through our videos, I mean, that's probably a bit of a stretch because our videos are complete persona. But when it comes to the podcast, I feel like we're pretty much just us.
Yeah.
So people having a genuine appeal for us as people makes sense. But like, does it at all feel weird? Or maybe this is a strong word, but I always feel almost vaguely guilty thinking like, so these people like me a lot and I may never speak to them. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
I think I get what you mean. Like, well, I don't know if it's that. Well, I guess they do like us as people. And also, I feel like they just, I've had a lot of people, like, especially since I started my Discord, just so many people just tell me how much they look up to me. And it's just the weirdest thing in the world that someone could look up to me when I look up to so many people.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird to have people look up to you.
It's weird
But
putting
I think-
yourself in those people's shoes. Like when you look up to someone, like when I look up to a big YouTuber, it's I mean, it's hard for me to think of myself in their shoes, you know, like, because, you know, I mean, until just recently, I mean, even still, we're just guys, you know, like it's just like, just because you have a subscriber count on YouTube, it doesn't change the fact that you're just regular people, you know, that like making videos. And it's it's just weird how people can watch our shit and be like, oh my God, I wish I could be like him or something. Or, I mean, even if you don't think that way, because I feel like mostly just kids think that way. But
but like there are people who for sure, because I've been told it before, where they're like they would want to be friends with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I realize this could kind of sound egotistical, possibly. I'm not trying to come across that way, but it's sort of surreal to me that like because for me. It's like, why though? Like I'm a perfectly okay person, I think, but I don't think I'm interesting enough for someone to want to be friends with me. Like being cool with being friends with me is one thing, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's surreal that people give enough of a shit about me to want to know me even though they don't.
Yeah.
Does that make it? I'm wording this all weirdly, I feel like, but I don't know.
I think I get what you mean. Just people wanting to know more about you, not necessarily the videos you make kind of stuff.
Well, think about it.
Right.
The people who watch YouTube are probably pretty similar to us, you know? I mean, before we started our channels, most likely we watched YouTube too, and we looked up to people as well. I mean, I still do. I think you guys still do too. It's just like we're very similar to the people that watch us to a degree, because
That's a valid point. Because I mean, I watched half of the people I'm now friends with.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
That's another thing that's weird is I've had a few people that I used to watch, or I mean that I watched before I got a little bit larger, and then they end up liking my channel, which is that's also something that's really surreal.
Yeah. What the
It's
fuck?
something that you look up to, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, I really like your videos. You really, shit, really."
So weird, dude. Like, when Pewd subscribed to me, I was like, what the fuck? Is this real life? I didn't understand. I was like...
Yeah, no, it is odd, especially when it's out of nowhere. Like, because I just got subscribed to by iDubbbz a week or so ago.
Yeah.
Just out of the blue. Like, I haven't uploaded in a while, so I guess he just came across my channel, and that to me was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's how
I watch
iDubbbz.
your videos. It's not supposed to be the other way around. What are you doing?
Yeah, like that's how he subscribed to me. It was just out of the blue. Like there was nothing directed toward him. Like nobody said anything, which I thought was really cool.
Mm-hmm. And then you mentioned something else a minute ago, talking about how people want to know more about you personally, and I think that's another thing that would be kind of interesting to get into, because the three of us, I think, all have very different levels of public information. It's kind of interesting because you, Pig, your name is known. The fact your wife's name is known. The fact you have a kid is known. A lot of that stuff, your face is out there too. Elvis, your name, to my knowledge, isn't known. I don't think it is.
No, not widely known. Yeah.
Right, and then people kind of know you have a wife, but don't necessarily know who she is. I don't think.
Yeah, I've tweeted about her a couple times, but yeah, not really.
Right, and then me, it's like first name.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So we all have these completely different thresholds. And the biggest thing I was kind of curious about with that is when it comes to people knowing more about you personally, do you think that makes them more understanding? Because I think for me, the fact that I don't have a face attached to my videos and the fact that I don't have a whole lot of personal information about myself makes it really weird for people to get why I don't post much. Almost like, oh, well, this guy is just this voice behind this channel. Why isn't he making more videos?
I get what you mean.
He probably doesn't have a life.
Like you don't really talk much about what's going on in your real life.
Yeah, I tend to keep it pretty close to the chest. And I wonder if that, like, because with you obviously had a kid. And
like that's
a lot of your followers know that.
Yeah, like my thing about my YouTube channel is I will never talk about anything that's in my personal life unless it directly affects my upload schedule or directly affects something that's gonna, just something that's gonna affect my YouTube in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the only time I'll ever talk about my personal life, if something happens to where I have to stop uploading for a month or I have to do something else. But anything else, I keep on the DL.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the same way. I don't like telling people about my personal life unless it's like directly influencing my channel,
Yeah.
And people need to know about it, or if like I'm completely fucked by something and people need to know that I I have to stop making videos for a certain amount of time or whatever. It's just, yeah, I feel like as far as personal stuff, I don't like even PewDiePie made a video recently about people coming to his house.
Oh,
like I know
yeah.
that we're not at that level yet, but it's just like,
It scares me.
yeah, it's fucking weird, man. Like if someone did that to me, I'd be annoyed. I wouldn't want that shit to happen.
Like, I wouldn't know if I should answer the door or not. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
It's,
I know.
just
Especially
weird.
with the genre that we're in, or I mean, I think me more than you guys. But like, if someone were to come to my door, I wouldn't know if they were here to like fight me or like to congratulate me on my videos or whatever.
Because you're fairly divisive when it comes to your feedback a lot. Like it seems that some people really like you and some people really don't.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you make some videos that you make are controversial in opinions. Like,
Yeah.
if you disagree with something or you don't like a YouTuber and you make a video about it, then you're gonna get your fair share of hate from
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah. So it's just scary. Like if people are going to come to PewDiePie's house, I mean, it's pretty likely that they're fans,
Yeah.
But if it's for me or, anyone in our genre, it's like, it's kind of sketchy because you don't know, It's
But
just,
see, this is where I'm wondering is like, is size a bigger protection almost? Because I think about Markiplier. I know a lot about Markiplier,
yeah,
and I don't even watch his
He
videos.
doesn't hide anything about
oh
himself.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like he has a lot of public knowledge about him out there. Like his full name is known.
Pretty
well,
sure
I mean,
his
I guess
parents'
because he's
names are known and stuff.
yeah, like they've been shown on video numerous times. He talks about where he lives pretty openly. Not his exact house, obviously, but like he realistically, if you wanted to, probably wouldn't be all that hard to track down.
Yeah.
And that sort of surprises me almost because doesn't he have like 15 million subscribers or something? Like a crazy number.
Some
I know
crazy number, yeah.
he's way up there. And but then with PewDiePie, you guys mentioned the whole house thing. Like I'm sure that happens to him, but when it comes to anything else, again, his full name's out there. He talks about where he lives. He's filmed his surrounding area numerous times. Like, do you think it seems almost bizarre that as people get larger, they're less cautious, but then the smaller they are, they're like more anxious about it and more worried that people will find it. Do you think there's any connection to that, or just am I reading into it?
I
know.
feel like just I don't know. I feel like it has to do with just them not really caring much anymore, really. And people
Would it almost be like celebrity status in a weird way? Not really on the same crazy
'Cause-
like, oh, this actor in this movie celebrity.
Because I mean,
like,
if you
stalk
think
them every
about it,
second,
like
but
celebrities, like their information is really public. Like normally, large celebrities are very public with their stuff, and I think the only people who really worry about like or information getting out is just worried about people noticing them and people like swatting them and stuff like that. Because I mean, honestly, like celebrities you don't have to worry about that shit when you're a celebrity. I mean, you have to worry about people coming into your house, but you don't have to worry about people like swatting you or something stupid like that.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a valid point.
It varies. Like, I feel like bigger celebrities, they have to worry about even worse things, like being shot or something.
True.
But like just by random passerbys. Like when you are a massive celebrity, like you don't know what anybody's intentions are, So, especially if you're like someone like Justin Bieber, who has like a pretty significant hate following, or like, I don't know. But as far as YouTubers, yeah, I feel like fans have a deeper connection to YouTubers because it's more personal. I feel like whereas like actors and stuff, there's this divide between like the movie and the actor and the viewer. Whereas like subscribers, we have like a really intimate connection with them. It's like we have live streams, we talk to them personally. We thank them in most of our videos. It's like it's mostly like a weekly, if not daily thing. So, these people are really connected to us. So,
And honestly, I feel like having the divide of you just making videos, but never giving out any information, never acknowledging them, or never just, like opening yourself a little bit just to talk to them, I feel would be a little bit weird. Like myself, I would love to talk to a lot of people that are subscribed to me. Like I love seeing what they think of me and just I don't know, just talking to them to see what's up and stuff. Because I mean, for example, Filthy Frank, like he is like a very, very private person, and I don't think any of his videos. I think he made one a long time ago, but took it down. I don't think any of his videos like he's made have to do with him talking about his personal life. There's only been that one where he talked about he had a seizure issue, and I think he took it down. But obviously, someone re-uploaded it.
It's different when you have like a strict personality like he has. You know, when you're Filthy Frank, you can't be George or Georgie. So it's I mean,
didn't he try and start a vlog channel and like everybody just kept doing the Filthy Frank shit, so he just stopped.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't want to break he didn't want to break the immersion, you know.
Yeah, I get that.
But that's a personal choice too. Like I've seen people who do break the immersion, like what's her face, the girl with the lipstick, fucking whatever's her name, I don't know.
I think I know what you're talking about. I forget her name though.
She has like a weird voice.
Yeah. That's her comedy.
Miranda sings.
Yeah, Miranda sings. Yeah, like she'll break immersion a lot.
Jesus, that was a throwback. I completely forgot about her.
That's just the girl who talks in a weird voice and has a lot of lipstick on.
Yeah,
doesn't she mostly vlog now? If I'm not mistaken,
I have no idea.
Probably.
Because every time I've seen her in the last few years, she looks normal. Like I haven't seen her actually in the Miranda Sings getup in a very, very long time.
I feel like she got tired of it.
Well, you have to go to her Miranda Sings channel to see her in that, like that persona.
That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I can't really say that I seek out that kind of content regularly.
Yeah,
so that makes sense. But no, but one of you mentioned something a minute ago, saying that bigger celebrities have to worry about getting shot. I know this is a bit of an old topic, but at the same time, think about Christina Grimmie. She has literally no hate following at all.
She passed that boundary from YouTuber to celebrity, like big time celebrity, I feel like.
I don't know that she did. She played shows, sure, but ask somebody on the street if they know who Christina Grimmie is, and you're going to get a lot of no's. I mean, if you'd even asked people on YouTube who Christina Grimmie was prior to her death, you would have gotten a lot of no's. See, so I don't know that she was in that threshold. I honestly think I think she had like 2-3 million subscribers or something like that. So it's like she wasn't small fry by any means, but she was a lot smaller than some of the people who are kind of open about their life publicly.
Yeah, she was big enough to stop YouTube altogether, though, I think. Or I don't know if she stopped completely, but she definitely didn't upload regularly.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just that kind of thing just kind of that's like what's stuck in my mind.
I think that was also a personal
it's like a person
thing, though. I think it might have been personal. You know,
was it? I admittedly,
if it's a personal vendetta, that shit can happen to anyone. So it's a little bit different there. If someone's like wants to kill you just because you're a celebrity, like when people were threatening what's his face, not George Clooney, but the guy who was in Gladiator. Fuck is his name?
Russell Crowe?
Crowe, yeah. Remember when the whole ISIS shit was going down? Maybe not ISIS. I remember he was being threatened to be like killed or something because he was like, at that time, he was a really big actor. Like he was huge. So
I don't remember this at all. I have to look that up.
Yeah,
I've literally never heard of this.
Yeah, it was during the terrorist
I initially
attacks.
thought you were gonna. Okay. See, I initially thought you were gonna talk about Sean Penn.
Oh,
because I don't know if you remember when Sean Penn, one of the Mexican, like the huge Mexican drug cartel guys, he did an interview with him for a magazine, and then like 2 days later he got caught. Not Sean Penn, but the guy he interviewed. I can't. Why the fuck can't I remember? I know I should know this name. But this is the podcast of forgotten names today, apparently. But whoever it was, like he was apparently like marked for assassination and shit, and everybody was super worried that Sean Penn was gonna die. And I'm just gonna be totally transparent here. Who the fuck cares if Sean Penn dies? Yeah. Realistically, Sean Penn is a cunt. Sean Penn sucks. Like, yes, he does good charity stuff from time to time, but like if he dies, his money will go to his kids. They'll do the charity stuff, and we won't have Sean Penn. I think the world benefits.
Why don't you like Sean Penn?
Because Sean Penn's a wife-beating, narcissistical asshole.
Is he in real life?
He beat his wife?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, Madonna, yeah.
Oh,
actively.
I didn't know.
Oh, shit.
That's like what
I
he's
didn't know
most
that.
notorious for, yeah.
The fuck?
I hate Sean Penn. I have a very powerful hate boner for Sean Penn.
Oh my god.
I realized that was entirely tangential, and I apologize, but
I didn't know that.
fucking hate Sean Penn. It makes me so
That's
angry.
crazy. I feel like when you're in the commentary, when you're in the genre that we are in, when you get huge, like I feel like if Leafy were to have like a I don't know, like a fan meetup or something, and he put it public and he made it public, it'd be kind of sketchy, you know, because I feel like he has such a huge hate following that it'd be like awkward. Like same with Onision. I mean, like people make fun of him all the time for wearing that bulletproof vest, but I feel like I don't know, maybe he should have.
Well, yeah, with this channel, I mean, a lot of people, I mean, he's a very controversial person, and a lot of people dislike him for that. I mean, I don't know if it would drive someone to kill him, but I mean, you never know. He could have offended some, like, or I don't know, some like group of people that he dislikes or something, and he makes fun of them. Mm-hmm. You know, you might get one of those self-righteous people who will freak out and kill him for it.
Yeah, because when you poke fun at things like religion or feminism or, you know, anything like that, like, or
because he doesn't really like poke fun or do it satirically. He just, you know, goes at it.
Yeah, just
he just expresses his blunt opinion, which I mean, I respect him for that, but it leaves him as like a target.
Yeah.
So he has a very difficult time not coming across as a complete cunt.
That is true
when he says his opinion. So
it's always so monotone, and just with that face, he's just like, I don't give a fuck.
He's got a very punchable face. That doesn't help.
Yes, he does.
Which is why I always think is interesting. I actually make this point in the video that'll hopefully be out within the next millennia. He made a point in the video where he was talking about Leafy, where he mentions that, like, having to present your physical body as being more effort or whatever, which I thought was a weird argument, but it's just sort of funny to me for him especially, because I imagine, I don't know for sure, but if I couldn't, I think those masks that he wears on one of those channels, I can't remember which one. I think it's Uh-Oh Bro.
Yeah, Uh-Oh Bro, yeah.
Is that the one where he does it? Okay, yeah. When he wears the masks, I find it much easier to listen to him. Like, as weird as that is, like, he could give a much, much worse opinion, but if he's wearing that mask, like, yes, he looks kind of dumb, but I don't want to hit him. But when I see his actual face, I want to hit him. You know, he just has one of those faces.
That's I'd never really thought about that, but that's kind of true. I enjoy the videos that he's wearing a mask more than I enjoy the videos where he's not.
Which is
and I, as much as I hate to admit it, I actually do watch Onision, if nothing else, because listening to him and reading his comment section at the same time is a gas. It is absolutely hilarious. His fans are fucking ruthless sometimes, and it's delightful.
It's funny how you guys say, hey, he has a punchable face because he made a video about punchable faces and he put Tommy NC 2010 in the thumbnail.
That is totally unsurprising to me.
Jesus.
Didn't he give Leafy a bunch of shit for picking on Tommy?
Yeah.
Jesus.
God damn it, Greg.
I know.
He's such a hypocrite, but he knows it. Like, he knows it.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
I have a begrudging love for Onision. I really do. Like, I would be sad if he ever gave up YouTube, to be completely honest.
He's just such an interesting guy, in my opinion.
That's the perfect word.
Yeah.
He's incredibly interesting.
I mean, he's hateful sometimes, and he's a huge dick, but I mean, he knows how to be entertaining.
Yeah,
I feel like
and he has
does.
made good points before. As much as I hate to admit it, there have been a few times where I've been like, much as you're being a dick about it, you're totally right.
Yeah. Same thing with Vegan Gains. Like, I can watch some of his videos and be like, yeah, like, that makes sense. Like, you're right. But other videos, it's just like, fucking Christ, man, you are a psycho, you know?
Yeah.
Vegan Gains terrifies me.
Yeah.
He's a scary man.
person.
Yeah.
His comment section's even worse than Onision's.
Really?
God, it's horrible.
Oh, it's awful. Like, I honestly almost feel sympathy for him sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad. Like, he's not a great person. Yes, he kind of deserves to get some flack, but like, some of them are just vicious. Like, like he had his girlfriend in one of his videos recently.
Yeah.
And just all the comments where
I saw that. Yeah,
it was just railing her,
Elvis, you
like
posted something
absolutely
about it.
shredding her.
Yeah, I tweeted about
that's
that.
just-
Yeah, like her.
Did you?
Yeah, those fucking comments, man. They're so bad. Like, they're all ripping on her though. That's the shitty thing, you know? Like, what the fuck? This is what, like, her. I don't know if it's her first appearance on his channel, but the thing is, like, it's just so mean, you know? Like, she didn't do anything. She just came on the camera, and then everyone's just like instantly like bashing her for her looks.
So that's actually one of the reasons why I really don't know because me and my wife have considered doing videos on my second channel, doing like music stuff and everything. but just how brutal just YouTube comments are, and I don't know if I would even want to have her on. Just
I don't want to do that. I don't want to have my wife on either because I feel
and
like
also just like not even just the hate saying your ugly comments, but also just the sexual disgusting things that people say.
Yeah.
God damn, when I was on the stream, there was one guy who donated $1 and kept donating $1 and just kept saying this disgusting shit about my wife, and then I just banned him for it.
Yeah, it's
And
fucked
take his
up.
money
like,
and run, man.
like people donating money just to be a cunt.
I muted him. Like he kept donating, but you couldn't see the shit anymore or couldn't hear it.
That's good. Yeah, I was gonna say just keep rolling in the dough and let him think he's getting to you.
It's just why would you do that?
There's a line like.
Why would you do that?
Okay, you don't have to be specific, I guess, but can you think of any like vague examples of what he said just out of curiosity? You don't have to, but
basically telling me that he's telling stuff that he's gonna do stuff to her, and I'll just say that because it was very
that's already
bad.
fun. All right,
very bad.
It's like there's two sides of the spectrum. Like they either think they're attractive and they want to like rail them, or they rip on their looks. It's just it's
like
so
the
fucked,
whole,
man.
Ela Klein, everybody calling her a horse. Like, come on.
Yeah,
like
Brad
it's
is
not.
banter.
Well, yeah, Brad's funny and all, but I genuinely think any comedy that you're attacking someone's looks is just cheap and not funny.
Yeah, I mean, it
Like
kind of depends.
I don't care who you are. If you think it's funny to attack someone's looks, then that's cool. But in my personal opinion, think it's just in bad taste and not. It doesn't take. It's just not funny and just is bad. It's stupid.
I think it depends. Like for me, I think if you're making fun of a YouTuber who has a personality on YouTube and you rip on their looks, it's not nearly as bad as if you're making fun of someone's sister or someone's brother or someone's kid or someone's girlfriend. Like,
well, I mean, just like especially YouTubers who make videos. Like some commentary YouTubers make videos and all they do is just attack like their looks and stuff. Like they don't ever make clever jokes about something else. They just attack the looks because I mean that's normally just an easy target to go for, which is understandable. But yeah,
some people can make those jokes so well though. Like I mean, sometimes they can be like the best jokes. Like for Colossal is Crazy, for example, like he makes some of his best jokes are making fun of someone's appearance, and it's mostly just his delivery of them. I feel like. But yeah, at the same time, they are in bad taste. Like there's no denying that. But it's like,
see, honestly, I feel like because like when Colossal calls people fat, I think it's funny. It's just the funniest shit ever. Which
double standard.
Which honestly, he said something about this in the podcast, which I mean I agree with it. Think what you guys want about it, but I agree that I'll say some fat people, not all fat people, but like when you're really, really fat, I agree. When you're really, really fat, you need to get your ass into shape and you need to stop being lazy and do something about it. I mean, obviously people are going to tell me, well, they're just depressed and they eat because they're depressed. It's just like, well, no, you just need to stop being lazy and work out. It's just that simple.
Oh, you're gonna get some Nicole Arbor level hate comments on that one.
No,
but
I don't really care. It's just my opinion on it. I mean, Colossal said something about it too, and I was surprised that he had that same opinion too. But
no, I agree. I feel like there should be criticism against fat people, and all this like fat acceptance is fucked up.
Okay, when I say fat, I mean like fat.
Yeah,
fat to where you're using a goddamn like those little carts at Walmart to ride around because you're too fat. Like that's fat. Like I'm not talking about you're overweight because of genetics and it's hard to keep your weight down. That's something different. I'm talking about
chubby,
like
whatever.
Like chubby. Huge.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing that I think as well is, while I actually agree with your opinion, but at the same time, I think people might take that as being like, oh, well, everybody of that size isn't necessarily lazy. And that is true. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes people do genuinely have trouble with that. But in a lot of cases, it is laziness.
Yeah.
And it's just it's a thing that nobody wants to say because it's awkward, and it is awkward.
And I mean, saying it feels rude to say it, but at the same time, like somebody's got to say it. Like it's really how it is. But I mean, I don't know why fat people or just the whole excuse me, the whole thing about fat people is always just a sensitive subject.
Well,
I really
right.
don't get why. It's just like you're overweight. Just do something about it.
it wouldn't be so bad if being overweight kills you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if it didn't kill you, then it wouldn't be so bad. That's what I meant. Like if someone has like really bad acne or something, you're not going to go up and be like, ew, you're disgusting, because sometimes you just can't control that
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
But if someone's like super fat, like they're literally killing themselves, you know?
Yeah. It's just like you if you don't want to die young, then get your ass into shape. Start doing some work. I mean, you could, even if they lose just a few pounds, it still makes them feel a lot better. It's just, I just feel like people don't work at it. Some fat people complain that they can't lose weight and they're trying all these pills, all these wraps, all this different shit. It's just like, no, you need to fucking work out. And
Some people have
get
like
in
a
shape.
real serious problem though, where they have like an eating disorder, or
Yeah.
they have, it's like some insane mental condition that they
I mean,
can't
eating
control.
disorder and just liking food are kind of close to the same thing.
I mean, some
Dude,
people they're like
nope,
they've been
I'm-
like diagnosed with this shit, and they have like a
Yeah.
serious problem. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one, Peg. That what you just said is kind of attributing to being sad and being depressed are the same thing.
I guess that
one
makes sense,
One is
yeah.
a literal brain chemistry problem. One is a feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
So,
I guess
yeah,
that's
then-
true. Yeah,
The hard part
Okay, I was
is
gonna say, I was like, I really gotta disagree with that one.
that's a good way to describe it better.
the hard part is when you're outside of their lives, it's really difficult to distinguish like whether
That's why I
it's,
always
you
feel
know,
like a dick anytime I talk about it, but it's just
Yeah.
my thoughts. I know people are not going to like me for it, but
I mean, you can't tell, from the outside if someone is struggling with that or if they're just generally lazy and just don't give a shit about themselves. It's
Yeah.
it's hard to know.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, obviously there are some people who can't control it. Obviously that there are issues that are way more complicated than I understand, but I'm just saying that some people are lazy and should
Yeah.
do something about it.
Yeah. So it's tough. I mean, you can kind of tell with some people. Like I feel like that the donut guy, what is his name? Fucking
Yeah.
What is it? Fatty something?
Yeah.
His name is literally Fatty Donut or
Oh no,
Fatty
no, I'm talking
something.
about. Well, yeah, I think they're separate people, but I'm talking about the Mr. Refrigerator or something. What is his name? Billy the
I have
Fridge.
no clue. Oh,
Billy the Fridge.
Oh, yes. Okay, I know who that is.
I feel like he's one of those people that just doesn't give a shit, and he's just fat because he likes eating, and he doesn't care about anything. And it's just like when he gets like hate for being fat, it's I mean,
justified, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just okay. It's true. I mean, he's killing himself. I mean, it's weird to think of it like when someone's hating on someone who's fat, if they're like kind of helping them in a way, like discouraging them from, I don't know, because I feel like when you are fat, you kind of hate yourself already.
Yeah.
So when someone is bringing you down even further, it's kind of like it just puts you in a place where you just eat more.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. That's just the vicious cycle of it, is you're depressed because you eat and you eat because you're depressed.
Yeah, but you also need people to tell you, like remind you that you need to, get into gear.
Yeah.
But-
see, that's what sucks is like people like tell, like if someone like me, for example, since I'm saying, a lot of fat people just need to get their shit together and get into shape, that's just going to put some people down and be like, well, I can't help it, and it's going to make me more sad, making me eat more, and just making me fatter. That just sucks. It's just like it's really hard to fix that situation.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you guys bring that up because since we were just talking about Onision, he did a video a really long time ago where he said something along the lines of how he basically just said, if you self-harm or if you cut yourself, you're stupid, or something like that. It was very crass, of course, because it's Onision.
Yeah.
And he got a lot of flack for that. And I think that video is kind of in the same vein as telling somebody that they're fat, is like, I don't know for sure how comparable, but similar at least, that if you tell somebody if you cutting yourself is fucking stupid and you should stop, people are going to react to that differently. Some people might take it as being like, yeah, It is. And other people might be like, well, he thinks that I'm stupid for doing it. Then they get upset about it. Vicious cycle continues.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a balancing act almost, I think, where you have to really judge the person individually
you
on
have
what
to figure
you
out
want to do.
what will help that person, because some people just need a good kick in the ass, be like, dude, you're fucking fat, you need to get your shit together, start working out. And some people, you need to be sensitive about it. You know, it's just different for each person.
Yeah, which is it. I mean, I feel like everybody should be more on the sensitive side rather than the pushy, aggressive side, because I feel like it's just hard to say, because who are we as people outside of someone else's life to tell them how to live?
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, those people outside of their lives need to be the people to get them, into shape, because they need that boost. Like, someone needs to tell them to get that boost. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you guys think Scarce gets really self-conscious about how much people call him fat? Do you think that Scarce cries himself to sleep at night because he knows that he's gonna wake up to 20 tweets calling him fat?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I feel like Scarce could take a joke well, but I wonder how much of it's just he's smiling through the tears.
Yeah.
I feel like to some extent there's probably some of it that does kind of sting.
Yeah, it must affect him to some degree,
Well, because he's a meme at this point. Just his entire existence, as much as he is now more popular than Drama Alert by quite a lot, he's become almost as much of a meme as Keemstar. He's a lot more positive.
Yeah.
People like him, which is a big difference from Keem, but he is still very much a meme. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce here. That's gonna be a meme forever.
Yeah.
He can't change that intro because it's solidified, but everyone's always gonna make fun of him for it. And then the might have to double upload, that's always gonna be a thing. So I don't know. I wonder if it bugs him. I don't know how much he can be affected by the fact that he's not taken seriously when he's a commentator that does YouTube news. So I guess he probably doesn't have too much pain in it if he gets made fun of for it, but I don't know, every single comment on his channel is Scarce the type of nigga to blank, and that's all of his comments. He doesn't get any legitimate ones, and I just wonder if that bugs him.
I feel like it will get to him at some point, where it's just okay, come on, guys, you had your laughs, can we just stop, please?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's all just memes though. It's not hateful. I feel like the shit towards Keemstar is legitimately hateful.
I feel like the only thing it'll get
is
just annoing than anything else.
Yeah. Poor Scarce. I mean,
I love him dearly.
Yeah. He gets memed a fuck ton, but I feel like when you're memed, I feel like you can't really control it. So why not just go with it?
Yeah.
He does seem to go with it. He just tweeted the other day just with the words double upload.
I know, dude.
And of course, everybody retweeted it because they thought it was hilarious. And every single time I've taken the piss out of him, he's replied to it and liked it in some way.
Yeah.
He always seems to enjoy it.
Yeah,
so.
I had that little poll on my Twitter. Scarce.
What was the poll?
I said it was Scarce is, but then the options were double upload, this is actually crazy, guys, and fat. and I replied to that tweet and I said, Scarce, please vote. And then he replied to my tweet and he said, done. Fucking
amazing.
He's fucking great because he can take a joke.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. But I don't know. I don't know if I would blame him for getting annoyed with it after so long.
Yeah, he must get annoyed with it, but at the same time, people like him, It's not like they're saying it out of ill will or because they detest him or anything. It's just, they like him. He's just being memed. It's the same thing as Nafuckers and the whole hello Blazers thing. Or
right.
Where's the subtitle shit? They're just memeing him. It's not hateful.
True.
It can get annoying, but it's not hateful. Yeah. At least that's how I see it. Yeah.
No, I would be very. I don't think Scarce has done anything to warrant being hated.
No.
There's no real source for it. I guess other than if you really hate. Yeah, unless you really, really hate YouTube drama to its core, the sheer concept of it just boils your fucking blood. I can't imagine why Scarce would piss you off at all. Excuse me.
Yeah.
It's because he is so inoffensive about everything he does. Like all he adds really is this is fucking crazy, and that's it. Like
Yeah.
So it's not like with Keem, who just throws in like, oh, by the way, this guy told me I should subbot. Like he just tosses that into his supposedly factual, unbiased news show. Like okay,
Yeah.
And Scarce doesn't make these retarded tweets saying how like FaZe Snipers was at wherever that shooting was. You know, like what the fuck?
Yeah, I heard FaZe Clan was it Dallas?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or Orlando. It was Orlando.
Yeah.
I think it was after that Orlando shooting where he was like, I heard FaZe Clan was up in Dallas.
Like,
it's like,
what
are you
the fuck,
fucking
man?
crazy, Keemstar?
Like,
Meanwhile, Scarce is just like, yo, new video soon. Oh, got a delay. Oh, double upload. Here's a video. That's his entire Twitter feed.
I
And
find
then
it
him
hilarious.
responding to people taking the piss out of it.
I find it hilarious how Keem like complains about the fact that people still hate him and makes tweets like that. You know, like come on.
Did you see the deleted one he made towards the cyberbully channels or Cancer Kid?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he made. Hold on, let me see. I'll try to see if I can find it real quick. But he made a tweet at that cyberbully channels, like of that kid, the kid who did the cyberbully
he made
channels.
fun of him, right?
Cancer. Yeah, and he like called him like a rat faced looking fuck or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what it was. But hold on, I gotta try to find this. You guys keep.
He got shit for it, and then he made a Twitter video saying how like social justice warriors are ruining the internet or something.
Wait,
Yeah, he's a complete spastic.
Wait, we're talking about Keemstar?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did
of course.
Yeah, no, I know, but I got him. It's just because I saw that tweet and it was fucking amazing. Like, okay, here it is. I found it. He says, "I am not a cyberbully, you meth-faced, cracked-out, fucking faggot-ass, loser cunt, asshole kid.
Jesus.
I hope you die of Zika."
What
Like,
the hell?
He
Amazing.
tweeted that out about a fucking child who I don't even think speaks English.
And that's his second language. Dude, the kid is so young. The
Like,
hell?
I'm fairly certain. To get off of Keem, I guess I do kind of want to talk about that kid real quick.
Yeah.
Do you guys really think he even knows who he's talking about? Because I don't.
No,
I don't. Because somebody mentioned in his descriptions that there's like a guitar by Mastodon or something. That's his brother or something like that. Like, I don't even know for sure if he speaks good English. Based on how he sings, I wouldn't be
I feel
horribly
like his
surprised if he
brother
doesn't.
must be up to this shit, man. Like I feel like his brother speaks better English than he does, and he watches YouTube, and he's like, "Oh, this
Yeah.
would be something that would be really good for your channel." So, or our channel. I think it's their channel, or maybe it's his.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I don't think he's old enough to own his own channel, so I wouldn't be surprised if he.
yeah.
Like, you have to be 13, I think, and I'm pretty sure he is not 13.
yeah,
Maybe I'm crazy, but his name is Misha, right?
Mish, yeah,
I think I'm
something like
remembering
that.
that right.
He is
Misha something.
probably the greatest YouTuber on this platform, though. I will admit
At
that.
the moment, absolutely.
by far.
He's awesome.
It's just his singing voice is truly of the gods. I love him. I honestly love him.
Yeah,
And
he's
like that
amazing.
video absolutely made my fucking day.
Yeah, he's
perfect.
funny. Yeah.
It is funny. I'm sure that the thing is, I bet. Well, I was about to say I bet Keem took offense, but obviously he did. But like, I'm sure Rice Gum will see that and be like, that's funny. Or Rice Gum will make a fucking video on it, knowing him.
Wait,
Yeah.
I mean,
and then
you guys realize
Go
that
ahead.
like what Keem was doing, he was just being ironic. He
Oh
was,
no,
he
yeah, it
was.
was a joke.
Yeah.
But it's still like a fucking.
It was
suck-
just-
yeah, it was in bad taste. I couldn't tell if you guys got that or not because
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
I
saying,
don't know. The thing about Keem, I will say, I'm not even sure if he's kidding anymore because he gets triggered very, 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 very easily.
Yeah.
The only reason I thought he was being ironic is just how in depth he went with the insult. You know what I mean? Like it was
I
a
guess,
long
but he
insult.
deleted it and backtracked it really fast.
Wait, he deleted it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's
yeah.
gone. I had to look through Google Images.
Then he's a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, no, I
if
think
he
that
left
was a
it up-
legitimately angry reaction.
Yeah, if,
no,
if he left it up, then it would have been a joke, and I would have been fine
Yeah,
with
no,
it.
I think he's legit pissed
God,
that like a fucking 10-year-old, what is it, like Czech kid or something.
Yeah.
I don't even know where he's from. His name looks Czech because it has all those fucking squiggles on it. So I'm assuming he's Czech.
Yeah.
This little kid, like offhandedly, he doesn't even dedicate a verse to Keemstar. The verses are for Leafy and Rice Gum, and
I
then
know, yeah.
he just mentions Pyro and Keem in the chorus.
I love how
God.
Keemstar's included in there though, because he makes like he's a drama channel. He's not even a
know.
cyberbullying channel.
It's beautiful. I know, it's perfect.
Like people
I
just
think
like
they just needed a fourth person to pick on, and they just chose Keem.
everyone just associates him with bullying at this point. It's so funny.
I mean, it's fair.
that's
Yeah.
amazing.
it's a completely fair association.
Yeah, but it's still like it's just the fact that he doesn't have a cyberbully channel, you know, and then
Right, yeah.
he included
But no,
him in
that kid's channel getting successful, it gives me hope.
yeah,
It gives me hope for YouTube.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Because it's beautiful.
It's just amazing.
I love it.
I mean, if you watch his other videos, he's not like a salty kid like that, you know. It's obviously just a joke,
No.
you know.
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
very clearly
it's
just
all in
taking the
good
piss
fun.
out of it. Like, cause
Yeah,
right, because I was talking to Pyro about it, and he thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like he fucking loved that video. I think he might have. I could be wrong, but I think he made a video on it.
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
yeah.
But no, but I like he said he thought it was hysterical, and I totally agree. It's beautiful.
Pyro's video was actually pretty funny. He was complaining about how he was being bullied by a kid.
By a small boy.
Yeah. Like Pyro's really good at making videos on kids without being offensive, you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's almost always him taking the piss out of himself.
Yeah.
And that's a really
I mean,
good
granted,
thing
that's like
to
his
do.
entire channel.
Yeah, that's true.
Almost. It's just him making fun of himself.
Yeah.
He's hid behind so many layers of self-criticism that I don't think any criticism will ever get under his skin.
And ironic memes all over the place.
And very
Yep.
very forced memes. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. And making fun of Roman every fucking video.
Speaking of Roman, actually, what do you guys, real quick, I guess we could talk about a little bit of YouTube-related stuff. Are we all on the same page about Lispy Jimmy? I assume we are.
Fuck that guy.
But
I
Okay,
didn't watch
did
it,
you guys-
and I don't know what's going on because I've been gone for 2 weeks.
oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. So, do you know who Lispy Jimmy is at all?
No.
He was the dude who made like 7 videos leading up to his face reveal.
Yeah.
If that rings any bells.
No.
But okay, well he's a GTA YouTuber, and essentially his channel is dying at the moment because GTA 5 is dying. It's not popular really anymore. So he keeps making these completely fake titles saying like, "Oh, GTA 6 incredible gameplay." All this kind of shit when GTA 6 isn't even confirmed to exist yet. Obviously
Yeah.
there's no gameplay of it. And Roman Nafuckers called him out for this. And he responded saying like, "Oh, my videos aren't clickbait, blah blah blah," which is just hilariously laughable. And then he made a video response to Nafuckers making a video on him where he said like, "I didn't say the video was called GTA 6 gameplay. I said gameplay explained." But he fucking added the explained like the day before he published that video.
Really?
Yeah, because you can go. One of the people that follows Nafuckers went into the little Wayback Machine or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
To that same video URL like a week ago, and it didn't have explained in the title.
Really?
So he actually fabricated a bullshit argument against clickbait, which that'd still make it clickbait.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing about
Yeah.
GTA 6 gameplay that exists at all. But he for some reason he thought that the explained would make a difference. I don't get why he's doing this. It honestly confuses me because on Twitter he said he thought his content was AIDS. He said that
I know.
himself.
Really?
From his own, yeah, he said like, "I believe my content's
Yeah.
AIDS, like I believe in Allah or
He's
something."
so
Wow.
stupid. And the whole like baiting thing with the whole like I have 15,000 Samsung Galaxies in a shed.
Oh yeah, all those, yeah, and then he just like kept saying that over and over.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. That one I think I can see because like clearly that I mean when I heard that I was like, okay, that seems pretty clearly fake because it was like I have 10,000 PS4s and Xboxes and Samsung Galaxy S7s in my warehouse in Pompano or whatever
he
the
has
fuck.
a lot of subs though, right? Like that you could fool people with that shit.
That's the thing. Yeah, he has a bunch of really young subs.
Yeah.
They're all like kids. So the fact that they are kids means, how are they gonna? Some of them are not going to pick up on the fact that that's a joke. He's like, "Oh, I'm poking fun at other YouTubers who do this." It's like, okay, fair enough. But like, if you make it one video and then the next video you say a completely different giveaway, that'll make it a little bit clearer that it's a joke.
Yeah. Like,
But it's the same one like 6 videos in a row.
like fucking KSI does shit like that for real, like he'll give out like 20 or 40 codes or something. Like he'll do that off of a whim. So when kids hear this shit, they're like, ooh, like they don't like think about it logically. Like they don't
Yeah.
think, ooh, 15,000, like that's a ridiculous amount. No, they're thinking like, oh my God, this guy has that many like fucking phones to give away. Like, hell yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna like this video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you could make the counter argument that like, oh, but Leafy and Pyro do that too. But yeah, but their gifts are like ridiculous. Like my favorite one was from Pyro when he had the Dylan the Hacker video. He said he'll send you one of Dylan's pubic hairs that you can put in a vat of water that will grow into its own Dylan. Like, yeah, that's real. I'm sure that's exactly what's gonna happen if you like the like. No, that's very clearly a fucking joke. Or it's like, oh, I'll send you like a piece of bread with a hole in it. Like, it's just little stupid shit.
Yeah.
It's never. I'm giving out a bunch of this. I don't get how you think that's an argument. It's fucking crazy to
Especially
me.
when you repeat it every single video. Like they're gonna have it ingrained in their head. Like, oh, this shit's happening. You know.
Yeah.
When you change it up every video, like he could say, I have 15,000 like coffee cups I'm giving away. Like obviously that's not true. Like, but if you said like 15,000 like phones or PS4s, like that's things that people actually do give away online. You know. So it's it's a scam.
Oh yeah, did you see that he ended up surprisingly going homeless right as Roman uploaded his video?
I saw that.
I guess Pig, you wouldn't have seen this. He said something along the lines of like, "I just got kicked out of my house. I gotta find a new place to upload or something." And like, meanwhile, he's still uploading videos regularly,
Really?
like completely normal pace. But he's like, "Yeah, I got kicked out. I really gotta find a place to stay."
Oh, God.
Crashing with my buddy right now, and it's the same day that Roman put his video up.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, Jimmy, okay.
Wow.
You just fuck off, man.
Just trying to get that sympathy.
Sympathy vote. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs the
Jesus.
sympathy card because Roman completely laid him out and left him with no arguments. He blows my mind.
What
The
a
dude
sad
is
man.
ridiculous.
I
So
know.
sad.
It's
Dude
like,
is fucking ridiculous.
his
I
entire
just don't get why you
channel
wouldn't just
based around
don't
lies.
acknowledge it. Yeah, it's like just accept that your channel is fucking cancer, which it is. Live off of it and enjoy the revenue you get from your 12-year-olds who listen to you. Like,
Oh my god, I know.
if you're gonna be a scumbag, commit to it. Like, don't be a fucking pussy about it and
Yeah.
like skirt around it and pretend that you're above it when you're not. Just admit that you're a piece of shit and move on with your life.
got something like 75,000 likes on that one video. Like that's
Yeah,
fucking
no.
absurd.
Right. And if you watch his videos that don't have like GTA 6 or something in them, they get shit views.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's only relevant because of clickbait. It's obvious, but
yeah.
he'll stay relevant because his channel's big enough that he's always going to get promoted in the algorithms. You know how it is.
Yep.
He always has that 10:01 runtime, baby.
That's how we do it.
Jesus.
Wait, I actually saw Leafy upload a video that wasn't 10 minutes.
Really?
It was his face
Yeah,
cam one. That was
his
3
last
days
face
ago.
cam video.
I was
good-
I was
good
so
going.
surprised. I genuinely think he just forgot.
Or he was just too lazy.
He finished editing the video and then was like, "Oh fuck,
Yeah.
I need to." He just
"Ah,
realized
fuck
it.
it,
He's like,
whatever."
"I just whatever. I'll upload this one. It's fine."
Yeah.
It is weird though when you think about for him though, losing those 2 ads. That's a lot of fucking money.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
like-
I'm pretty sure he has enough to where he doesn't have to worry about it.
Oh, I know he's fine.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's fine. But it's just when you think about, like, I realize it's probably not a huge deal to him, but like, comparably, him doing that versus like me doing that is just a huge difference. Because I think it's something like 30 to 40% more revenue if you have ads
Yeah, I
on the
think it's
middle.
30. Yeah.
Yeah. So for him, on a video that has, I'm just looking at it now, it has 3 million views. So that's what, like $4,500 or something at least, if not
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
So he has that by default. If he had those extra ads, like that's looking at like $6,000,
That is true,
$7,000
yeah.
maybe. Like it's weird how big of a difference 2 minutes makes.
Yeah, but I mean, 2,000 to him is like a few dollars to us.
Sure, it's literally toilet paper
Yeah.
money. Like he's good,
Yeah.
which is just fucking crazy.
yeah.
Props to Leafy for not like, exploiting his money, for views or anything. Like Rice Gum when he made that one video with his outfit of the day when he showed off his $400 jeans.
And the jeans that are like only 70% made.
I know. They have like
Yeah.
There's like
holes in them.
70 holes in them. Yeah. Those looked fucking awful. I don't
See,
I truly don't understand why he wanted that.
that's why I appreciate Leafy is
Yeah.
he has a lot of money, but you can tell he doesn't spend it on, a good camera. He doesn't spend it on, stuff that would make his channel look better. So what the fuck does he spend it on?
I just don't think he does.
He's saving up,
I
dude.
genuinely
He's-
just
he's being
yeah,
smart.
No, I think he's stocking up so that he can just like do this for a while
And then just
be set
be
for life
done.
and then quit.
Yeah.
Which is smart.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
at,
can't
at this
really fault
point,
him.
from saving up that long, I'm sure he could stop now and be good for a long, long time.
He'd be good for a good while,
Yeah.
yeah. no doubt. But I mean, it is
That's a good retirement
it is intelligent. Yeah, but it's a smart career move.
I mean, he has to bust his balls for like 2 more years, and then he's good for life. I mean, come on, that's a pretty good trade.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I think most of his money, if I'm not mistaken, goes into travel because he does like to go around places a fair amount.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the perk of it.
If I was doing
is he can
that,
just
I'd
bring
be
his bike with
traveling
him.
all the time.
Hell yeah. No, I still am trying to travel all the time and I don't make any money. So like if I've made actual really good money on YouTube, and that for me, like he's making way beyond really good money.
yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even I'm talking like if I was making like 4,000 a month, I would be traveling around all the time.
Yeah.
Same here.
Like that
We'd all be
'Cause
able to
that's
meet
just
up
awesome.
a lot more.
Yeah.
oh yeah, we do a hot wet soup live.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Where we can all touch each other.
That's the dream, kids. That's the dream.
One day we'll make a video and well, we can't do Ed's face reveal though.
I'll just wear the bear mask.
we'll just walk
I'll just
around like
burn the fuck up the whole time.
we'll all
That's
like
okay.
go to like VidCon or something and you'll just wear the bear mask the entire time.
the entire time. Like staple it to my neck so no one pulls it off.
I plan on going to this next VidCon and not going to any others because I don't want people to recognize me. Like, because I feel like people might even still recognize me if I go. But I don't.
you might find that rare person, I'm sure.
Why would you want to go to VidCon and not get recognized?
Yeah, that's kind of the
Well,
thing.
because I just want to go as a viewer
shit.
because I'm like super fucking awkward, man. Like if I feel like if someone came up to me and they're like, "Hey, what's up, Elvis?" I'd be like, "Oh fuck," I'd probably,
yeah, that's how I am too.
you know,
I'm sure after you get it a few times, it probably just becomes natural.
yeah.
Well, why would you want to go to VidCon and not get recognized?
Because I would want to see like the other people, you know, like that I look up to on YouTube. I wouldn't.
I mean, you could still do that and just
Yeah.
say hey to the people who know you in the interim.
I just don't like having my ego stroked in person. Like on the internet, it's fine.
easy.
Yeah, but in person, I'm so fucking. I don't know how to. I don't know how to take it. You know, like I'm super awkward.
Yeah, when someone's like telling you that they love your videos and they look up to you in person, like I never know how to respond to that. Like even when I'm like when I talk to people on Discord and they talk about that stuff, it's like
I know.
thanks. Like I don't know how to respond.
oh
to
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, no, I just say thank you and then I move on.
Yeah,
because I don't know what
it's-
else to say. Like I feel bad that I can't dedicate more thought to this
Yeah, 'cause
response.
I feel
but what
so
else can I
guilty
really
'cause
do?
I don't know what to say about it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. Like, if I ever get really big, I don't want to like go and have a fan meetup or anything. Like the whole rice gum video, that would like petrify me. Like being
Oh, yeah,
surrounded
no.
by people. Fuck that, man.
Oh God, he loves it though. He loves
Oh,
a
yeah.
bunch of little kids freaking out, thinking that he's a god.
Yeah, he loves getting his dick sucked. It's
the-
really
the-
creepy.
He about it in
bad
person.
analogy from a bunch of
Yeah,
kids. that
terrible
were-
timing.
Yeah, they're
Just
all
like,
they're all
he
at
loves
his
being
waist
around
level,
kids.
and then
Loves getting his dick sucked, boy.
I just imagine
Next
the
thing
picture.
you know, it's like Hot Wet Soup alleges that Rice Gum's a
I
pedophile.
know, like take it out of context.
What?
Because when you said that, I just imagine the picture of him taking it, and he's like towering over these little kids who are at waist level, and he's like, he's gonna get his dick sucked. It's like, oh God, Jesus,
So gross.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. See, your picture painting was good when it was the doctor covered in blood and you fainting. That was funny. This one's just mildly disturbing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was sad. I was sad when you said that.
My God. Did it feel good though?
Oh, Jesus.
That's if I ever met Rice Gum, I would just ask him that and leave. I would just.
That's the perfect thing to ask, really.
Yeah.
I think I would do that too because he doesn't know who I am.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like even if he did know who I am, he wouldn't know who I was. It'd be perfect.
Yeah.
I can get away scot free.
See, that would be the beauty of not having a face reveal, is doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or
I fully
also-
intend to just fuck with people.
Also, if I didn't have my face reveal, I would walk around and like just see if someone would recognize my voice. That would be really something really cool. If someone recognized your voice instead of like
yeah.
your face.
Yeah.
that has happened to me from a friend of a friend has done that. I was in a video with one of my buddies forever ago where we were reading a fan fiction. And one of his friends found it and actually asked him, like, that guy sounds a lot like Zaptai. And my buddy had not told them that they knew me.
Oh,
It was my friend
seriously?
Matt. And so, yeah, no. So my buddy Matt, one of his friends, watches my videos and he hadn't talked to him about me at all. And he was like, oh, that dude sounds exactly like Zaptai. And as soon as he told me that, I was like, what the fuck?
Really?
What the hell? That's weird.
That's got to be weird to have that.
It is weird. because I'm waiting for the day that somebody asks me
Yeah.
of my friends, because I don't think I have a super distinctive voice, but it's distinctive enough, and I talk the exact same in my videos as I do in person and as I do on here, obviously. So everybody knows how I sound. So I imagine it's just a matter of time before somebody I know that I haven't told about this channel finds it and pins me to it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm going to say.
I'm
gonna be
so
like,
happy that I moved away from where I live, because like I'm
Oh, did
away
you
from
really?
all the people that I like went to high school with and shit. Because if I were to run into those people like, you know, like at like Walmart or some shit,
Oh God, yeah, same
fuck
here.
that. They'd be like, "Oh, dude, I just saw your channel." I'm like, I have to go.
Yeah, because I moved about an hour away from my hometown, and God, I couldn't imagine like someone that I went to high school with finding my YouTube channel or something.
Dude, that's not far away enough, man.
See,
I moved like states away.
Dude, no. When we get the money, if YouTube ever works out, we're fucking getting out of this goddamn state. Illinois is shit. No one come to Illinois, please. I mean, Chicago's all right, but everything else is shit. Actually, Chicago's still bad, but Chicago's the best part of Illinois.
I was going to say, I'm like, Chicago's like the worst city in the
no.
States at the moment.
No.
That's a terrible example.
No, but it's the best part of Illinois. That's what I meant by it, because everything
sad.
else is fucking terrible.
That's like saying Detroit's the best part of Michigan. Like, that's just
Yeah.
depressing.
Yeah, it's
if
very
Chicago's
depressing.
the best part of Illinois.
It's very depressing.
Literally the highest murder rate like in the world is the best part of your state.
Literally there's a circle around me of towns. I looked up, it was like the top 10 worst towns in Illinois. I literally live 30 minutes from every single one of those.
But yours isn't one?
No. I don't know
well,
why.
that's something.
I guess it's something, but like all of them
you
were like
came above the crop.
were like the top of Illinois in meth labs and like the top of drug cartels shit. I was like, oh, great. I live in a fucking drug ring.
If nothing else, it's very exciting. I would imagine anyway. Like your cops probably don't pull over for speeding tickets too often. They got bigger fish to fry. I don't have that same luxury here. I have more subscribers than my town has people by like
Oh yeah,
10 times.
Same here. So
yeah, no, but I guess our town's just I don't know how to say that. Our town's like boring. I live in a town where I think I don't think there's ever been a reported murder in the town that I live in. Like, it's that kind of town.
really,
We had a bank robbery 5 years ago, and people still talk about it because nothing that interesting has happened
5 years
since.
ago.
They didn't even make off with the money. They walked in and took it, and then they stood in the bank for 3 hours, and then they left peacefully. Like, it was the least interesting bank robbery in mankind's history, but it's the most exciting thing to happen in my town since well before I was born.
See, I don't know what it is about my town, but everyone dies from getting hit by a train.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, doesn't that apply to
No,
every
no,
town?
No, everyone dies by getting hit by a train.
Specifically?
How many trains you got in your
How many
town?
trains go through your town?
Yeah.
One.
One?
But everyone somehow dies from it.
From the same train.
Yes.
That train has like a higher kill count than most soldiers,
it's
probably.
like every year, or maybe every 2 years, but like a family. No, it was terrible. Okay, I'll tell you the story. It's terrible though, but because I lived right down the road from the railroad, because we moved since then. But I lived right down the road from the railroad tracks at our old rental house, and there was a carnival going on, and it was right by the railroad tracks where the carnival was, and a train came through, and a family of like 6 got hit by the train. That was I was trying to pull, like, there were people lined up that could see everything happen. And that car got hit by a train. I think
Jesus.
everyone in that car died, and everyone saw it. And I lived right down the road, and I walked outside, and I just saw all these police lights, and I walked down the road, and there was just this car that's just completely like just a ball of metal. It was pretty messed up.
Oh my God, dude. That's fucked.
It's just weird to me that numerous people can die from the same train. Like, you'd think one person would make that mistake, and then people would maybe be
I don't get it.
more alert to it.
I genuinely don't get. That's weird.
I don't know. I guess in their defense, I was hit by a car while walking in the same crosswalk a year apart. So maybe learning your lesson from locational injuries doesn't really help much.
Yeah.
But it was literally the 3rd time I'd used it too. Like, I got hit, I intentionally avoided it, and then I used it for like the 2nd time, and I got hit again. So I never used that crosswalk in my town anymore.
Getting hit as in how? Like,
as in not like I didn't get like plowed by either of them, but because it's like a 25 mile per hour zone. And so I got hit on the tail end of a brake twice.
Oh,
So that was fun. First one was like directly in my ass, and then the other one was in my hip.
Really?
The fuck?
Jesus.
I mean,
It was good.
the things that happen.
No, it was good.
The things that happen in your guys' towns are way more exciting than mine. Like the most exciting thing that I can remember happening in the town that I used to live in New Hampshire, was my math teacher in high school used to steal kids' calculators and sell them on eBay, and he got arrested for it.
Really?
Like the T9, like T81 calculators or whatever they're called.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Those things are fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're super expensive. So he used to steal them from kids when they would like leave them in class, and he would sell them on eBay.
Oh, there was this kid that I went to school with. He was a weird freaking kid, and apparently, like he's a genius, like smart as shit. And apparently, like he lives in my hometown, but he got arrested for hacking into NASA and hacking into like
Fuck.
the government something. I forget, but he stole like $2 million.
What?
Yeah,
Holy
What?
shit.
yeah.
Get us in contact with this guy. We need him to hack Keemstar.
Like he's in prison for a long time.
Oh,
But he's my age and he did that shit.
that's crazy.
There's some fucking crazy people. I mean, they're like half of the people who do all those huge like DDoS attacks on websites are like 16-year-olds.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Like they just got
It's just a
nothing to
matter
do.
of wanting to learn it.
Yeah.
It's just these kids that like devote their whole lives to hacking, you know? Like they
Yeah.
just like every day they wake up and they just like, you know, they just do this shit over and over.
And then it just gets like where, you know, if someone steals something, they want to steal something bigger next time, and then it gets to the point where
Yeah, I feel like it's mostly like a clique. Like it's a bunch of kids who do it, and then they all teach each other, and they're all competing. You know,
yeah.
at least I.
It's like in Despicable Me, how Gru is always competing with the other villains.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I should steal the moon.
Yeah.
That'll make me win. That's the worst comparison ever. But it's like the
I
same
get
the
what you
same
mean.
feel.
Like I feel like those kids from Our Mine or whatever, or the what is it called, like the Poodle Corp guys. I feel like they're
Yeah.
all kids because whenever you see them like their text conversations with anyone, they're always like really bad grammar or whatever. It's just like
Was that just supposed to be like hackers lol speak bullshit?
I don't
or...
know, but like it's just legitimately bad like English. It might just be like their second language or something, but still.
That's possible, yeah. I mean, considering like think about how like the Pirate Bay is hosted in Sweden
Yeah.
and Kick-Ass Torrents was in like I don't know, fucking Slovakia or some shit. Like it's never in a predominantly, well, I think Sweden might be predominantly English speaking. I know they speak Swedish too, but I'm not sure which one is which. I might be talking out of my ass. Someone in Swedish will probably correct me. But they like I don't know. I think it just sort of depends on I feel like it's probably just supposed to be like the whole hackers with a Z aesthetic
Yeah.
that they're going for. Where
Yeah.
they're like, oh, it's so edgy and cool. Or they're just doing it to be like not taken seriously and then they actually fuck with people.
Yeah, like when Leafy got hacked, I feel like it was just part of a game for
Yeah.
them.
It was literally just to see if they could. Because I mean, if they
Yeah.
really wanted to fuck with him, they would have deleted his channel.
Yeah, you can
and, like
just
locked him out of it.
Yeah, just go through and delete all of his videos. You know, like
Right. And instead they just changed all the titles and descriptions, which I mean, while a pain in the ass, can be easily rolled back.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it was literally just because they wanted to fuck with him.
All right, I think it's time to wrap this shit up.
We went on some journeys on that podcast.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the
Yeah.
most varied discussion topics I think we've ever
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
And honestly, we strayed away from YouTube drama. I'm pretty sure we did talk about it a
For the
little
most
bit.
part, yeah.
But
We
strayed
talked
away
about
from it.
Jimmy, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Made fun of Scarce and Keem,
Good
and that's
job,
pretty
guys.
much all.
I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
Hopefully this was worth the completely inadvertent wait.
Yeah.
2 weeks or
I
some
assure you,
shit.
we've been trying. I hope that stream filled some void. We're gonna probably do some more of those streams in the future because that was really
Oh
fun.
yeah, it was really fun.
Those are always a really good time. So we'll try to do those in addition to the podcast, not as a substitute in the future. But
We're gonna try to get Leafy on next week, but if not, you know, expect someone else or expect us three again. We're gonna definitely at least try to get an episode a week. You know, even if it's with no guest. If we can't get a guest, like if people just decide not to show up, we'll just like record one impromptu. I mean, shit happens, and maybe like every once in a while we'll like upload on I don't know Tuesday or something. But yeah,
But hopefully we can do once a week from now on until
Yeah.
the end of time.
apologies for the huge lapse. You know,
Yeah.
fuck that.
yeah, all right, that's all. You can go
That's
now.
all,
Bye.
folks.